Oh, a bit hungry, are you? I love cats. G'day viewers, I'll move on to my next meter. I don't want to dual terrifies last, I think, because I'm going to put a bit of extra wiring to get switch the rate on them. It's an old Landis and Kwh top YL5, 3x 240 volt, 3x 30 to 125 amp max at 40 volts per kilowatt hour. Nice big chunky current coil, very chunky one. All insulated and plastic shrouding. Great Landis and Kwh quality. Produced in Australia, so it's assembled in Australia from Landis and Kwh components. 938,887. No decimal point in this one. Little dots are increments on the end there with a decimal point. Recalibrated in 1986. I just reciprocally that back on because this thing's been mishandled quite a lot. Terminal cover is supposed to go all the way down here, but it's all been smashed off. It's gone brittle, very brittle for some reason. This thing has been trashed a lot during storage, being thrown around. This was smashed all the way down here like that. Something's been thrown against this lead seal and just tore it off, so I'll have to re-solder that. Very dirty. The paint on it. Must have been from a school or a meter box somewhere where it was out in the open, but it might have been in a cage or something. But didn't allow weather to get in, but the sun hit it, and stuff like paint or something. Was being painted around it or stored near it, because you can see here they painted something close to it and got all sorts of other colours here on it. So pretty much another outdoor veranda or under eave meter. This one, seen some action, that's for sure. Being baked, a lot of fading in there. It's got a all metal drivetrain. The gear on the ram job is a fibre gear. We'll quick look at the other side again. Yep, all metal gear train. Very good quality stuff. Anyway, let's hook it up on the Phantom and give it an accuracy test. Okay, viewers, ready for the accuracy test. All wired up, ready to go. They're both on their right marks. Alright, let's give it a go. Turn the variac up. Yep, they're both going at the same rate too. Yep, they're both advancing at the same rate. This one here revolves downwards. This one revolves upwards, so it's going to be a bit confusing at first, but so far they're both advancing exactly the same. So even though this one's been mistreated a bit during storage, it hasn't affected its accuracy. See if I get a double rollover going on here. Close this door for stop glare. There we are. See how much ants we've got going through these things. Get a good rollover going. 45 amps. I think I've got a bit more than that. Check those green ones first. Oh, they're a bit smoky. 93 amps going through that. Turn it down a bit. Those green wires aren't very good at all. Yep, beautiful. There we go, 72 amps, that's better. The email does seem to take the overload pretty well though. Not even humming. Yeah, those green wires I'm using are hopeless. The red ones are okay, but these green ones, nah, too soft. Yep, spot on. Spot on. Increment, main increment, main increment. Beautiful. They're advancing at the same rate. That's great Australian quality, that Landis and Kwh. it's survived the rough handling during storage. Yeah, those green wires aren't very tolerant to the current here. Here we go, get an overload. This is measuring potential, so it's a tiny bit faster because the potential coils on this one, all three of them are being measured. Yep, so far so good. Beautiful. There you go, get a bit of a rollover for you. Yeah, those green wires aren't, yeah, I keep about 60 to 70 amps. That's borderline for those green wires. I'm bloody smoke away. So far so good. $46,179 point. Almost. So that's in that increment in the middle of the digit is exactly spot on the zero. So same with this one. Bloody smoke. Yep. Beautiful. On the line, on the line. It's very deceiving actually. Since they're both spinning in opposite directions, the numbers, it's hard to keep track. From what I can see, it's keeping up, it's spot on. Yeah, bugger it. Door open, bit of glare, but this bloody smoke's starting to be a problem now. There's wires. These green wires aren't liking it. Yep, spot on. Beautiful. No rattling either. The label's nice and straight. Yep, perfect. 46,180 kilowatt hours in one more increment's time. There we are. Just dead on. 46,180 kilowatt hours. Dead on. Here we go, a bit of a rollover there for you. I will shut power off in 3, 2, 1. There you go. Zero to mark off on the air mail. I'll plug that safety first. Yeah, these green wires aren't liking it. Everything else is fine though. The meter's obviously cool. They're quite chunky coils inside these. It's the weakest link is these green wires. Anyway, let's clean this thing up. This is one filthy meter, probably the filthiest yet. It's gonna need a good scrubbing, this one. Viewers, have a good scrubbing. Bit of water, a little bit of soap and scrub the living daylights out of it. Then couldn't really get that paint off. That paint just doesn't want to come off with me scratching it too much. So instead just give it a really good hard cut and polish and give it a good buff. Came up quite well. Looks quite a lot better than what it did. A lot better than what it did. There's a little 077/6 sticker floating around in there. It's come off the front fascia here. It's usually stuck on here, but it's just floating around in there. Just got to resolder this lead seal. Now I'll do a little bit of a trick here. Certain positions is weighted Genevas. Ta-da! 8, 9. Interesting. This must use the same similar principle to a British meters use. So when it gets to the fixed over, it just goes flick like that. There you go. And looking here under the 100,000th digit, I can see a bit of adhesive. That's actually where that 077/6 label right down there came right from there. See in the sun where the adhesive is from that sticker. It was stuck there originally. There we are. Here's the weighted Genevas. There they are there. 40, 45 and 48. Interesting. Okay, it's soldered back together quite well. Keeps the meter all nice and authentic now. That's better. Cleaned up quite well, this one. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.